Hi there! One of the most embarrassing traps in the Russian was inflicted on no other than world champion Vishy Anand by Colombian GM Alonso Zapata. So not to be outdone, this trap is called the Vishy Revenge Trap, and it's from his game against another world champion, Vladimir Kramnik, in Sofia, Bulgaria 2005. So e4, e5, knight f3, and the Russian with knight f6. White takes the pawn on e5, and before taking the pawn on e4, black will usually drive away the knight on e5 with d6. Knight retreats to f3, and now knight takes on e4. White stakes a hold in the center with d5, and black supports his knight on e4 with d5. Bishop d3 is often met by the move knight c6. White castles, bishop e7, and c4 is trying to undermine the defender of the knight on e4 by challenging the pawn on d5. Knight b4 by black wants to take the bishop on e3, so the bishop drops back to e2. Castles is met by knight c3 and bishop f5. White plays a3, hitting at the knight on b4, but rather than immediately retreat, black will first trade knights on c3. So knight takes on c3, b takes on c3, and now the knight drops back to c6. Rook e1 is met by rook e8, and now white takes on d5, queen takes on d5, and the bishop develops with tempo, hitting the pawn on c7, which is defended by rook a to c8. An extremely common position, even though we've gone 15 moves already. And in this position, Kasparov himself has played this many times and has experimented with different moves. h3 he's played, bishop d3, and the immediate c4. Other possibilities for white are knight back to d2 to vacate the f3 square for the bishop, as well as supporting an eventual c4 at some point. So knight to d2, that's been played by Adams, Leko, and Vishy Legrave. And the move we're looking at now is a move played by Anand and Ivanchuk, queen to c1. Well, at some point, white's going to be launching c4, so black can counter with this move, knight a5. It keeps an eye on the c4 advance. Ideally, the knight would like to sit in there on c4. Also, it's hitting b3, forking the queen and the rook. So it looks on the surface that black might be doing okay here. But c4 is played anyway. Now the queen's going to come into e4, and the bishop now will drop back to d1, ensuring that there's going to be no swap of queens on c2, and the bishop is also ensuring that the knight is not going to invade on b3, while releasing the rook, hitting the queen on e4. So Kramnik moves the queen to d3, and surprise, surprise, it's game over already at this stage. Black is losing to this little tactic. Rook e3, hitting the queen, allowing the capture of the pawn on c4, which black was threatening. However, if queen now takes on c4, then white wins with rook e5. Notwithstanding the swap of queens, white is threatening the knight on a5 as well as the bishop on f5. White's going to be winning a piece and winning the game. So this has been a trap in the Russian Petrov. It's called the Vishy Revenge Trap. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.